So in this quick tutorial, I'm going to share with you how I'm going to first pin the ears back for this Blue Heeler pattern, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to do the embroidered eyes. So first, let's pin the ears back. Now, I've already got them crocheted in with the 4 stitches. I do not hide any of the strings. I just kind of tuck them inside of the plush. And I'm going to take the beige strand and I'm going to go back 1 stitch in the middle right here, pull it up, and then I'm going to go around sort of the middle, like 1 row up, and then I'm going to go back down that in like 1 row behind. And I'm going to pull it. I'm going to drop that for a second. I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to grab the beige. And I'm going to go 1 round behind, pull the yarn up, and then I'm going to go around in the middle, 1 row up, and then back down. Pull it, and then I'm going to flip to the inside. I'm going to take both of those strands of yarn and I'm going to tie them in a knot. So that's how you pin the ears back. Super easy. This is something you can do on so many plushies. It's so quick and simple. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to embroider the eyes. And the first thing I do when I do that is I always pin to try to find where I want the eyes to go. So I had done that already. I think this is where I need it to go. And then I'm going to cut, I'm using Burnett blanket. I'm going to cut probably like, I don't know, 20 inches or so, just to be sure I have plenty. And I'm going to thread my needle. And I'm going to start on one side. Okay, I'm going to just wrap my needle, wrap my yarn around where it's marked. And I'm going to take my needle out. So what we're going to do here is we're going to, and you know, the inside of these plushies are a little bit messy from all the strands, but make sure you tie knots on all of the loose strands to keep them in place. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my thumb, and please don't mind my hangnail, you guys. It's winter. Okay, so I'm going to take my strand of yarn. I'm just going to lay it next to the first one. I'm going to put my thumb down, hold it, and I'm going to just keep doing this and layering it. And you can go back and forth from side to side. I think that's what I'm going to try on this one. We're just going to keep doing this, and I should have been counting. You should count. So let's see. Done this 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times so far. So this is number 5. Because you want both sides to match. And this is number 6. We're trying to create sort of an oval look for this particular plush to try to match the eyes as much as possible. So that was that 7? Did I lose count already? This is maybe 8. And I really like doing this in Burnett better than a worsted weight yarn or even Elise Voluto. I think it's fluffier, so it just looks better. So I think this will be it, number 9. Okay, so that's 9. I'm going to go over here to this side and do the same exact thing. I'm going to hold it down. We're just going to go back and forth. So this is 1 and this is 2. Shh, my dog's whining. This is 3. This is 4. This is 5. 6. 7. 8. And last one, 9. Now you can do as many as you want. I'm just sharing with you what I'm doing. So this is 9. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the inside, grab my other end. You guys look at that, it's a mess. These are kind of messy like that. And tie a knot. I usually trim it a little bit. I did trim that stuff too. It's hard to believe, but I did. Okay, so there's our eyes so far. Next, I'm going to take black worsted weight yarn. And this is the part that can be sometimes tricky, but I do not do a slip knot, and I think it's important with this particular step to not do a slip knot to get your chain to tie up into a ball. So I'm going to put my hook on top and then I just twist it. And once you put your first chain, that kind of locks it in place. So I'm going to do this, I'm going to do 3 chains, 4 total. Okay, and then I'm just going to pull this and fasten it. And then the next thing you do is you pull it and then you tie it. You have to be really careful to try to get it into a ball. But you get it into a ball, and then you tie it again. And so then you just have this. I'm going to do that again. I need 2. Okay, so I'm going to put my hook on top and then just twist. And then chain 1 to lock, and then I'm going to chain 3 more. 1, 2, and 3, and then tie it off. We're going to pull this, and then we're going to tie it, kind of work it into a ball, and then tie a knot to lock it. Okay, so the next step, you're going to thread your needle, and we're going to stick this black here in the middle. And I'm going to take my other one and do the same thing and try to match it up. Oops, got my head on that. All right, so then we're going to match it up. Now I'm going to take and thread my needle again. And when you do this, you want to put like a strand or 2 in between the other side. So we're going to go back down through here. All right, I'm going to do it again on this side. So So put a couple strands between. All right, now we're gonna tie these off. You want to pull them and tie them in a knot. Okay. And there you go. I'm also going to share with you how I do the embroidery for the face. I'm going to use this worsted weight yarn. You could use the plush yarn if you wanted, but I like for the nose to use and the smile to use the worsted weight. So I'm going to put my my nose right here in this first round. I'm going to hold the back because I want to keep it tight. So I'm going to keep it straight. So I'm going to go here and I'm just going to wrap it, kind of whip stitching it around, make sure it's straight. And you're going to just do the kind of the same thing by holding it to keep it aligned and just keep stacking your yarn. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe we'll do one more, 7. Okay, now the other thing I'm going to do is I like to add a schmirk, right? Talk about it all the time. You're going to stick your yarn in about right here and go 2 stitches down. And we're going to do that twice. Okay, and now we're going to come back here and then tie our yarn in a knot. Trim it. Okay, so there we have it. There is your Blue Heeler embroidery for the eyes, the nose, and how to pin the ears back. I hope this helped. If it did, give this quick little video a like and feel free to comment. And if you want to support my channel, I would love it if you'd subscribe. I share all kinds of roundups and crochet tips and tricks and small business tips. So thank you guys so much for all your support. If you have made this pattern, I would love it if you could leave feedback on Etsy. I'd really appreciate it. Please don't forget to share your photos and tag me on Instagram. All right, love you guys. Bye.